Good morning, grade 5. Today is April 2, 2020. So we are now in the last day of week 11. We are also now in the last lesson of chapter 6. The topic is, what are asteroids, meteors, comets, and moons? Scientists says that asteroid, meteors, comets, and moon are the floating rocks in the outer space. So let's start with asteroid. Asteroid is a rocky mass up to several hundred kilometers wide that revolves around the sun. Same as our planets and other planets, asteroid is also revolving around the sun. Some of the asteroid is small as the pebble. Some asteroid is also as big as the boulder of rock. Where can we see asteroid in the outer space? We can see asteroids in the asteroid belts. You can see asteroid belts in between of Mars and Jupiter. This is the boundary of inner planet and outer planet. There is also asteroid belt after the outer planets. It says here in your book that Jupiter's gravity holds most of the asteroid. Why? In science, girls, the bigger the planets, the more gravitational pull. Okay, so Jupiter is helping asteroid to keep in place. Without the Jupiter gravity, the asteroid could hit other planets. It's fine if the asteroid crashed Mars, Venus, and Mercury because there is no living thing in those planets. But if the asteroid crashed the Earth, our planet will be in trouble. Is it fine if asteroid crash in our planet? If the size is like dactyl, it's fine. But if the size of the asteroid crash in our planet is as big as the Ida, our planet will be in trouble. So it depends on the size. In question number 1, why is the gravitational force of Jupiter important to Earth? Jupiter's gravity prevents most of the asteroid from hitting or crashing the Earth. Okay, now, another information here, by the way, it says here that the asteroid finished its revolution 3 to 6 years. So it revolves in the period of 3 to 6 years. Here is a picture of asteroid belt in the outer space. So this is captured by NASA. Another floating rock in the outer space is called meteors. Some says that meteors is the shooting star. But actually, shooting star are not really star. They are meteors. They are rocks also in the outer space. I will explain this part. Okay, I will explain this part in this illustration. A floating rock is called a meteoroid. When it reaches the Earth's atmosphere, some part of it is burned because of the friction and because of the gases here in the Earth's atmosphere. So what happened? It created a fire flash here. We call it meteor. Next to that one, when it reaches the Earth's surface, we call it meteorite. So different words in different surfaces. Here, it's in the outer space. You call it meteoroid. When it reaches the Earth's atmosphere, we call it meteor. And then if it reaches the meteorite, if it reaches the Earth's surface, we call it meteorite. Okay, now let's go to this question. Let's calculate. The diameter of this crater may be 24 times larger than the diameter of the meteor that found it. Okay, so this meteor, it's a hole in the land. Okay, a meteor crater here is found in Arizona. Then the size is, it's 24. The crater may be 24 times bigger compared to the actual size of the meteor. So meaning the crater is bigger than the size of the meteor. It says here that it's 24 times the size. So The question here is, measure the crater from point A to point B. So use a ruler. This is just an example, girls. Use a ruler. In your book, point A to point B is 170 millimeter. Okay? It says here, it's 24 times. So if you're going to measure the real size of a meteor, so 170 millimeter divided by 24, it's 70 millimeter. So if you're trying to compare that, the meteor that crashed here is not too big because it's 24 times the size of the crater. So meaning, I will show it here. This is the meteor, or meteorite should I say, okay? When it crashes the earth, there's an impact. Why it has an impact? It's heavy, at the same time, it's hot. So this one, compared to the crater size, is different. The crater will be bigger compared to the actual size. Same also with this one. Okay, so when we try to draw here, okay, so this is just an estimation. The meteor could only be this size. So this is the crater, and then the blue one here will represents the meteor size. So when you compare the sizes of that one to these three circles, what is this size? Okay, so I cross it out because this could represent the size of the meteor that crashes here. Now, let's proceed in this picture. Look at this one. This is a meteor that crashes Namibia, Africa. The actual size of the meteor is this one, but the circle here, okay, represents the size of the crater. Imagine that is how heavy is this meteorite crashes the earth that causes a big size of crater. Now, let's proceed to comet. Comet is a frozen mass of different types of ice and dust. When we are talking about dust, that is a small part or small portion of rock combined together with ice. That is a comet. So meaning, comet, it's a rock, okay, combined with ice. I will make this paragraph short. Comet, it's a frozen mass of different types of ice and dust that is orbiting the sun. So comet, same as asteroid, same as meteor, they are orbiting around the sun. This is a picture captured by NASA. We call it Comet Lunin. So it is a rock with an ice that is floating in the outer space. It is also revolving, same as meteor, same as asteroid. But the only difference, it has an ice. Okay, so let's answer this part. Number 3, cause and effect. What causes a meteor shower? Okay, there is a meteor shower. Possible answer, Earth passes through the orbit of a comet. It loses a piece of the comet and then become meteors. When they collide, it hits the Earth atmosphere. I will show you a video about meteor shower. Okay, now I will show you the video of a meteor shower. So let's watch it.
Mother Nature puts on light shows with meteor showers that streak the sky. But the Perseids are considered the best shower of the year, and they're happening now. The Perseids are expected to last from mid-July to late August this year, with a peak in mid-August. This shower showcases very fast, extra bright meteors that leave long wings of light and color behind them as they dash across the sky at a velocity of 37 miles per second. They're also known for their fireballs, larger explosions of light and color that last longer than the typical meteor streak. That's because all this space debris comes from Comet Swift Tuttle, one of the largest objects known to cross paths with the Earth. Perhaps most exciting is the Perseids' high rate of activity, up to 100 meteors per hour. Certain years, like in 2016, turn out to be outbursts with even more activity than usual. You can see as many as 200 in an hour. Unfortunately, this year isn't set to be one of those outbursts. For 2019's Perseids, the best night to view is August 12th to 13th, and because that falls on an almost full moon, the moonlight will wash out some of the show. Still, thanks to its famed brightness in the fireballs, this light show is still worth checking out, but you'll have to get up early or stay up late. The best Perseids viewing times are in the northern hemisphere during pre-dawn hours, though at certain times it's possible you'll get lucky and see something as early as 10 p.m.
Okay, so that is meteor shower. Actually, girls, I have tried this before using telescope in my country. You can see meteor shower in a specific year of in the specific month of the year. So you could check NASA. There was a schedule of meteor shower. So if you have microscope, check the schedule in NASA. They posted there. At the same time, you need to use telescope. Sorry, you need to use a telescope. And then you could capture it by means of a recorder, or you could also use mobile using time lapse. So here they use time lapse in their camera or in their phone. So telescope is the key. At the same time, your mobile devices or your camera. I will continue this topic in the next video. Thank you for listening.